What's going on, Trojan family? Welcome to the USC LAFB show here on the LAFB network. We are Los Angeles Sports. This is your daily dose of USC Trojans news. Breaking news, I guess. Interesting news, to say the least. Kind of out of nowhere. He played the entire spring camp. No indications there were any issues. Just today breaking. We have the news up on LAFBnetwork.com. But On3, from what I can tell, is the one who broke it. DJ Wingfield, the projected starting left guard for the USC Trojans, has not yet had his waiver approved by the NCAA to gain an extra year of eligibility. If this would not be approved, he would not be able to play this season college football. His college career would be over. Now, I'll get into it. I don't see how it has not been approved. Maybe it was a clerical issue with submission or something like that. Based on the terms of what this waiver is, he falls right in line with that. On the USC Trojans, there is a teammate of his, DeCarlos Nicholson, cornerback, who went through this same process and was able to gain this final year of eligibility because of this waiver. Now, those that do not know what this waiver is, it is essentially for players, obviously, who have been impacted by COVID as well. So this is kind of the last of the COVID players because everyone got an extra year with COVID. But for players who also played at least one season at a non-NCAA institution or program. So junior college, essentially junior college. And so DJ Wingfield began his career at El Camino College. As a junior, he then transferred to New Mexico, University of New Mexico. His very first season there, got injured, only played one game, redshirted that year. So then he played his redshirt junior year for New Mexico. Transferred to Purdue last year for his redshirt senior season. So, there it is. That would be the end of his career. But based on this waiver, because he had his time at El Camino, he gets the extra year. I mean, it's pretty black and white, cut and dry. We've seen quarterbacks like Diego Paiva, who's got that extra year now with Vanderbilt after his whole journey. I just mentioned DeCarlos Nicholson, many others. So I don't know what the holdup or the issue was. The only thing I can think of, maybe there was some clerical in actually submitting the paperwork, because I'm sure it's not as simple as saying like, hey, I did this, am I good? So that would be my guess. But he has hired an attorney. The attorney's name is Darren Heitner. Hired an attorney to file most likely an injunction suit with the NCAA to get this approved. I don't think this will be an issue. I just laid everything out. Like, under the terms of the waiver, he fully is within those terms to have the extra year. So I really have no idea what the issue could be. If I find anything out or hear anything, I will certainly let you guys know. But I can sit here just based on the research I've done and everything I just laid out, and I'd have zero concern that he will not be the starting left guard for the Trojans come fall. He had a fantastic spring camp, so that's why this is also even more interesting. Like, he's been with the team since transferring. He played in the spring. Lincoln Riley has talked glowingly about him. Offensive line coach Zach Hansen, I spoke with about him, just saying what a professional, I guess, if is the right word, of how he came in, learned the system very quickly. He has the ability to play all over the offensive line if they want him to. Obviously, he's going to kind of take that Emmanuel Pregnon spot of left guard. We got Alani Noah at right guard and Jean-Ray Reed, the other transfer, at center. But he could play center if need be. He could play right. So he is, as of now, the starting right or left guard, So you hope this all gets figured out very quickly. If for whatever reason, again, I do not foresee this happening, but if for whatever reason, like, he is deemed ineligible and is unable to play for the Trojans, you would then be looking at most likely a Micah Benuelos, who would step in to play at left guard. Killian O'Connor, who obviously played some center and has been with the team for quite some time now, could probably slide over if need be with Jean-Ray Reed at center. There's even the thought of maybe Jean-Ray Reed slides over and Killian O'Connor then plays starting center. You have freshman Willie Washer out of the state of Washington, who Zach Hansen, that's another guy that he talked highly about as an incoming freshman, who plays like he's not a freshman. So you do not want to go into this season with so much on the line, all the pressure, and have a true freshman starting at left guard in this conference. But there is that very minimal potential. Erwin Tyomi, another name to look for as a redshirt sophomore, as someone that could potentially play there. I know people will look more at this class. Obviously, Elijah Vicona, Alex Payne, Aaron Dunn. Again, true freshmen, and all those guys I see more as tackles versus playing the interior. The other maybe option, Justin Tanau. I always say that wrong. I feel like Tawanu, maybe. I'll get that right. I think it's Tawanu. Justin Tawanu, more of a tackle, but probably could play inside as well if needed in desperation. But I think Micah Benuelos would be the name to really look for. But hopefully we don't got to get to that. That just shows you, obviously, the importance of depth. Because, again, what if one of these guys gets injured? All those guys I just listed are now like, okay, are they taking over as starting guards? So while I love what USC did this offseason, while I love what they did with the 2026 class, which is obviously mostly what I talk about, and obviously on the offensive line, especially if they're able to lock in a guy like Brett Koleje here soon and having the 7 offensive line commits. So you're building that depth. The depth right now is not, I don't want to say it's weak, it's just very youthful. Because all these guys are guys that have not started. So you would go from a DJ Wingfield to a Micah Benuelos, to a Justin Tanau, to an Erwin Tyomi, who have not started games yet. And so very interesting to see how that plays out. But like I said, I truly believe this to get resolved. I don't see how it has not been already. But I think that when it's all said and done, DJ Wingfield will be the starting left guard for USC Trojans and should not be an issue there. So, quick update there. I'll let you know anything else I hear about that. But thank you as always for tuning in. If you have not already, please hit that like and subscribe button. Become a member, join. Part of your membership is actually going to be donated to inner city youth sports. I actually had a great conversation today with USC about ways we can partner and help this out more. So your donation, or your, I guess, becoming a member, getting all this other perks and stuff, also a portion of that goes to help out youth sports within Los Angeles. So I'll continue to talk more on that as we build out more, but I think I'm really excited about some opportunities that we are coming to bond specifically with USC and USC players. But yeah, thank you as always for all the support. We'll be back with plenty more Trojans talk here soon. As always, fight on.